In a world where ordinary is the norm, there exists a company that redefines the meaning of adventure. Welcome to Thing Adventures, a beacon of possibility where the extraordinary becomes the everyday for people from all walks of life. Paul and I have our own NDIS support coordination company called Inspire Consulting, and Thing Adventures offered me a day trip to Stradbroke Island to experience their service, so I knew how to explain it to all of our NDIS participants. So I just wanted to share with you what the experience was like. The first part of our trip meant that we had to get a vehicle ferry from Cleveland, and Thing Adventures has all the four-wheel drive off-road vehicle access permits that are required for driving in all the designated beach and bush areas on the island. You need to pick the right times of day to go four-wheel driving on the beach because you need to be outside of either side of the high tide time, which is a reason why it's so great to go with people who have been there lots of times before. One of the other things that Thing Adventures did was take us to one of the accommodations that they use sometimes for their overnight respite. So this can be funded through NDIS plans and funding. This respite accommodation had little units that could be rented out and a beautiful swimming pool and some beautiful seats overlooking the water. Thing Adventures had provided us with a rough itinerary for the day so that we knew exactly what we were in for. From here, our four-wheel drive awaits us, ready to take us on a path less travelled. So we're just heading through Amity Point towards Flinders Beach, where we will be able to get on the beach. But first we stop into Rufus Seafoods to get some massive king prawns for lunch. And so along the sandy shores we traverse. But our destination lies beyond the beaten path, in the heart of these secluded landscapes. By using these four-wheel drives, we've unlocked access to nature's hidden treasures. There's something exhilarating about the feeling of sand beneath your tyres, the salty breeze kissing your skin as you venture forth into the unknown. Four-wheel driving along a sandy beach in North Stradbroke Island isn't just a journey, it's experience unlike no other. Some days you're just alive. Some days you just forget all of this beautiful nature that we've been given. Some days you're just getting by, but some days you're really living. Some days your highs are a little higher, and sometimes the blue in the sky is a little bluer. Some days the world just seems right, and your heart is full of gratefulness for all that you've been given. That's what this kind of experience is like. The rhythm of waves becomes your soundtrack, the salty air your companion as you traverse this rugged landscape, and as you gaze out at the endless horizon, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the sheer beauty that surrounds you. We take a dip in the ocean beneath the bright blue sky, a moment of pure serenity amidst the untamed beauty of the island. And Jules has pre-prepared an amazing lunch for us.
Cheers to Thing Adventures. Cheers, Thing Adventures. Best support provider ever. Maybe that's a big call.
That's a bit.
I drank this place in and it hit me. It's a beautiful world. Sometimes you don't see it so clearly. Some days you're just breathing, just trying to get through. Some days your heart's just beating, but today my heart was pounding out of my chest. So after the beautiful lunch that we have, we head off down towards the North Gorge Walk. And each bump and jolt is a reminder that you're alive, that you're part of something greater than yourself. And as you continue on your journey, you can't help but marvel at the resilience of nature, at the way it shapes and molds the world around us. And so Darren here is our professional four-wheel driver. He's actually a professional drummer as well, and he's done gigs with Guy Sebastian, Tony Childs, The Cause, and Natalie Imbruglia. So he's actually quite a famous drummer. So Fiona from My Journey Australia, a support coordinator there, was the person who invited me along on this trip today. So I was very grateful for this experience. And we also had Dee from Mercy, a support coordinator, who came along as well, and she was delightful company. So Fiona, Darren and I were in one four-wheel drive, and Frank and Jules and Dee were in the other. So here we are at the iconic North Gorge Walk. It's a 1.5 kilometre self-guided walk along the Point Lookout headland on North Stradbroke Island. My understanding is that the Indigenous people of this area call North Stradbroke Island Minjerribah, and it's one of southeast Queensland's most spectacular family-friendly coastal walks. It has expansive headland views overlooking the Pacific Ocean to one side of the track, while surrounded by coastal bushland and unique Australian wildlife, including kangaroos and wallabies, to the other.
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
If you do this walk, make sure you keep your eyes peeled for majestic marine life, including sea turtles, giant manta rays, and dolphins riding the waves. Between June and November each year, you can also see thousands of humpback whales can be spotted travelling the seas during their migration. The island has a very rich history. Apparently, it was the Quandamooka people that had lived in or around this southern Moreton Bay area for tens of thousands of years. It has always been home to a sizable Indigenous population, as well as a seasonal visiting place for tribes from other areas. It has also been a military or store depot, a convict outstation, a Catholic mission, and a quarantine station and an asylum. Miles of coastline stretch out before you, an endless expanse of pristine sands waiting to be explored, and with each turn of the wheel, you're propelled deeper into the heart of this untamed paradise, leaving behind the hustle and bustle of everyday life for a moment of pure freedom. Our final stop is Brown Lake, where the water's hue reflects the embrace of the surrounding tea trees, Known for its skin healing properties, it's a sanctuary for the soul, a place where time stands still. It's a natural lake, pure rainwater tinged brown by the native tea trees. It's a hidden treasure. So we head back to the vehicle ferry to make our way home.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
The Thing Adventures support staff pump the tyres back up for the normal roads back on the mainland.
I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that
And as the sun sets on our adventure, we carry with us memories etched in the sands of time. With Thing Adventures, every moment is a chance to live, to breathe, and to embrace the wonders of the world. And as we journey home, we do so with hearts full and spirits renewed.
leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light, I'm coming home.